Look at that little spinning wheel. There we are. We are officially live. Okay.
Awesome.
Hello, everybody. I am here with Jessica today. We are live on both of our accounts, or on her Instagram and on my Facebook. So we're just going to do a quick little introduction, and then we're going to get into talking about what is high ticket sales, okay? And kind of the fun stuff we've got going on this month. So for those of you on Jessica's account, I'm Haley. I'm a mom of one. This is Olivia. I've been a nurse for about 9 years, and I've been in this specific high ticket sales business for about a year now.
Awesome. Thanks, Haley. So, hi, everyone. I am Jessica, for those that don't know. I am also a mom of one. He's at daycare. His
Mhm.
name's Carson, but he's about two. And my work as an attorney at my day job. And I've been in high ticket for about 6, 7 months now. Yeah, and it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, what we do is called high ticket affiliate marketing. Okay. So we sell products that are worth a large amount of money. Therefore, we make a larger commission. That is where the high ticket
Yep.
comes in. Right. And so, like the products that we sell packages anywhere from like 15 to $17,000 are our packages. And we make 4 figures per sale. Okay. So a 4 figures is like a number, a comma, followed by 3 zeros, right? So 4 numbers. And specifically here, we make anywhere between like $1,300 all the way up to $8,000 and can make up to, I think it's like 50 to 55% commissions off of our sales is what we do. Yeah. So
Yep.
pretty awesome. And then like specifically this month, there is a promotion going on where if you start with us with a very specific package, you can come in making almost $4,000 on your very first sale. Like
Yeah.
that is
Which is like huge.
literally insane. So insane.
Yeah.
Like whenever I started a year ago, I was like, this is the most amazing thing like I've ever heard of, like whatever. And then it was $2,565 on your first sale. And like now,
Yeah.
like if you
Which is
come
still
in right
pretty
now,
great. But
that's like
yeah,
double, that's almost like double, right? So crazy.
literally. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what's the other stuff we got going on this month too? If you
Like,
start Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, no. I know that there's Spring into Wealth
Yes.
happening. And
Hmm.
like, I'd love for you to like jump in with that, Haley, because I know about Spring into Health, but I said health, Spring into Wealth.
Well, it's both. It's both.
But
You're
I
springing
know
into both.
you're right. You're right. Honestly, like that works perfectly, double entendre. So,
Yes.
yeah, like that's going on like this month. I know a lot of the women in our organization are like pumping that like crazy. I was on vacation for like the
Oh
last 2 weeks out of the
my
country.
gosh.
So I know that's why I'm like, oh no, I like missed my chance to jump into Spring and Wealth, but it's fine. There'll be other opportunities. But like Haley, if you go into that, that'd be like amazing to just kind of talk
Yeah.
about all the different
Sure.
opportunities that we get through
Yeah,
this.
for
Yeah.
sure. So 2 times a year, we do a special promotion where we do like in the springtime we call it Spring into Wealth. In the fall, it's like fall into something, whatever. But essentially, it is
Yeah.
a 2 day live masterclass where the first day we go over the products, right? Why they're in such high demand, why they're so amazing, everything like that, like why we partner with them and sell them. Okay. Then the second
Mhm.
day is all about the business compensation plan. Okay. It's a patented plan, right? You know, we can make anywhere from like 1,300 to $8,000 per sale. And we really break down how you can like get all the way to what we call legacy. Okay. And so legacy
Yeah.
is once you've reached a certain number of sales, right, within your organization, then you get bonuses monthly that are willable and deedable to your children. Willable and
Yeah.
deedable to your children. Like that is insane. Okay. And then the next amazing thing going on with this is each day they're going to be giving away prizes during the live call. Okay. And
Yeah.
these aren't just little prizes, right? It's
Yeah.
not like a small can koozie, right? No, it's going to be $10,000 worth of prizes. Okay. I'm talking Louis Vuitton bags. I'm talking $500 gift
Yeah.
cards to Lululemon. Like these are real, true prizes, high ticket prizes,
Yeah.
okay?
Like
And so like you're
luxury
not only
high
going to
ticket
learn about the
prizes.
business. Yes, like you're not only going to learn about the
Yeah.
business, but you're going to get an opportunity to win one of these prizes. So like I said, Louis Vuitton bag, $500 gift cards to like Lululemon, like absolutely amazing prizes plus absolutely amazing information, okay? And then
Mhm.
after you watch the 2-day live event, right? You're going to reach out to me and you're going to be like, okay, I need to know more. Like, how do I do this? Right. And so we're going to get you scheduled on a Zoom call. We're going to hop on face to face and talk about your questions and answer your questions and really kind of lay out a game plan of like, can this work for you and how can this work for you? And even if you don't get on to Spring into Wealth, right? Even if you miss it or you're busy that day, like still reach out to either one of
Yeah.
us, right? Because we can get you to our masterclass replay. Okay. Same type of deal. You're going to reach out to us. We'll get you hooked up with that. And then we'll hop on a Zoom call and answer like the rest of your questions and everything.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so the Spring into Wealth is the 22nd and 23rd of this month at 7 p.m. CST. So,
Thank
yeah,
you for like going into detail on that. So, and then
no
Haley, I'd
problem.
love to get your thoughts because, especially for those folks that follow me, like they're obviously like they hear from me all the time. They're probably like,
Mhm.
okay, like we're tired of hearing from her. Can we hear from you? Like, I would love to know what, especially like take me back to a year ago when you
Mm,
were contemplating this opportunity and what about it really kind of like what kind of got you over the like that
mm.
hump, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, for sure. So I'd originally seen my mentor, Jessica Duell, posting on Facebook, right? She posted for like a couple months or something. And I'm like, hey, that's interesting. Like, sure, whatever. But then we got our taxes done. And for like the third year in a row, our CPA was like, are you guys going to open up a college savings account for your daughter? And he's like, it's only X amount per month that you're going to put in there, da da da. And we were like, I don't think we can do that. Like, I don't think we're at a spot that we can do that. And that was
Yeah.
really sad for us. Okay. We were really disappointed. And then, like, at the same time, we were getting our flooring redone in our house. And that ended up costing us like roughly $13,000. Right. So we were like already paying for that. And then they found like
Wow.
a wall that we had to get fixed. And they're like, all of the piping in your house like is super brittle and you need to replace all of that. And we just started to like fall down this hole of like, oh my God, right? Like, how are we ever going to start her a college savings account? Like when we live in a 100-year-old house and like we're constantly putting money into it. And it was just really sad. And so it's in that moment where I'm like, okay, Nick, do I go back to college? Because I'm an RN, but I don't have
Mhm.
my bachelor's or anything. I'm like, hey, do I go back to college? Do I get my bachelor's? Do I get my master's? Do I become an NP to try to make more money and take out all these more student loans? Or do we take that
Yeah.
same amount of
Yeah.
money that I would have put into getting my bachelor's and my master's and invest it into this high ticket sales business where my return on investment is only 4 sales? In 4 sales, I can completely pay off my investment. And he was like, you know what,
Yeah.
Haley, it's whatever you want to do. He's like, you can make that decision. Like it's your money, it's your whatever. And then I hopped on a call with Jessica Duell and Riley. And honestly, I never looked back. Like I watched the masterclass then and I hopped on that call and I was like, you know what? This is what I need to do for her. This is what I need to do for Olivia. Because now here we
Yeah.
are 1 year later and we are in the woods in a state forest, like going on a walk on a Monday. Like, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that because I think it's so I think I love like how vulnerable you were. I think a lot of us as women, we don't want to admit when we kind of reach that point where
Mhm.
we're like, because I can relate. It's so crazy because as I said, I'm an attorney in my day job. And I was so sure, like I drank the Kool-Aid of like
Mhm.
all of like our parents and our grandparents. They were like, go, you get the degree and you're just set. You're set.
Yeah.
So I did that. I got the bachelor's, went and got the JD, like did all
Mhm.
these things. And, I have like a fulfilling job. Like the work is totally interesting. I'm constantly getting like challenged mentally, but I was like, this is not it because
Yeah.
we also were in the same boat where we're like, we had like our, not our tax pro, but we have like a financial kind of like, I don't know, like they kind of help us to like invest in things. And she kept like telling us, okay, you need to like do more. you need to open this account for Carson. That's our little guy. You just like open his 529. You need to start saving for college. And we were in the same boat. We were like, we don't even feel like we can do this. And I felt like a kind of like a special level of shame because I was like, what? I'm an attorney. I'm supposed to be like, I'm supposed to be killing it and like making all kinds of money. And that just like isn't the case, especially with like how the world is looking. So I feel like it was the same thing with me. I saw this opportunity and I immediately was like, this is it. Like, especially like given the fact that the products are so life changing, truly. And then the comp plan is just also life changing. So we're like in the same boat. And thank you for sharing that because, yeah, I feel like there was like a lot, definitely like there can definitely be a lot of shame, I think, among us as women and moms, working moms, especially because we're just trying to do all the things.
Exactly.
And yeah, and it's a lot. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, no, it totally is a lot. And I feel like we don't talk about it enough, right? Like how we literally wear all the hats all the time. And
Yeah.
then we still feel like we're not doing enough, right? Like, and then we have these like good jobs. Yeah, we have good jobs that are like good paying jobs, but like still we're like stuck where we're like not really living the life that we want to live. Like we're not really happy in it, right?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I was so sick of it. And I know that so many other women are too, but like you don't want to be the complainer, right? Like
Exactly. What?
because if you
We
complain to
weren't raised
somebody
to
and
be
then they're like,
complainers.
yeah, because like if you complain to
Yeah.
somebody, especially like let's say a generation or two older than you, and they're like, "Well, you have it so much better than what we had it." It's like, okay, yep, can't talk to you about
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Or
Right.
like even people like in a similar like pay range too. You know, like everyone's has different bills and different whatever, but like we all kind of feel the same. Like no matter what tax
Yeah.
bracket you're in, you just can't do what you want to do.
Exactly.
And it's disappointing, right? Like because
For
you
sure.
go to school and you get the degree, right? And you're like, I'm going to be
Yeah.
happy when I have this degree. I'm going to be happy when I'm making this money. Like I'm going to be happy. And sure, maybe you are at first, but then like you said, like you have a child and then
Yeah.
like things change.
And
Like your
that
goals change.
totally changes
So now like
things. Yeah.
instead of our goals just being like, okay, I'm going to live in a house, I'm going to pay my bills, I'm going to go on vacation. Now it's like, oh, I want to do those things, but now I also need to save for college. Right. So like we add in
Exactly.
another thing. And now it's like, okay, well, that job that we wanted so bad and we thought was going to be perfect, like isn't quite enough now. And then that
Hmm.
does feel like shameful. Like, okay, well, like now I'm
Oh, for
not
sure.
doing enough, right? Like I need to do more. But then like we pick up more hours or we get a side job, but then like we're
Yeah.
spending less time with our family. And it's just like, and then yeah, then
It's
you're getting
this never
shamed for
ending
like
cycle.
yes, never
Yeah.
ending cycle. Cause yeah, then you're being shamed more for like you're having a babysitter, they're staying with their grandparents all the time because you're working more or whatever. But like
Yeah.
with this business, like if you can make let's say even if it wasn't this promotion, let's say you started and you made $2,565 per sale. How many hours would you be working at your regular job to make that amount of money? Okay.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
now you can make that money from your home where you're catching up on laundry, where you're cuddling on the couch with your child. Like it's not like
Yeah.
running this business takes 8 to 12 hours a day. It does not.
Exactly.
It does not. Like if you are consistent, coachable, and willing to put in the work, like you can run this business in a solid 2 to 3 hours of your day and you can be successful at it.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
there are women on this team that were working full time as registered nurses, have 4 children, and we're going to nurse practitioner school. And they have literally made more than $140,000 in 1 year. Like
Yeah.
it's the possibilities that this job, or it's not even a job, the possibilities that starting your own
'Cause
business like this in this
yeah.
specific high ticket business, like the possibilities and the doors that it opens for you is just life changing. Like it really is.
Absolutely.
Really, really is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went on a
No, you're
tangent
right.
there. I don't even I don't even know what I was
No,
saying.
no, you're
That was just
no, you're fine.
ranting.
I love a good tangent. I love a good tangent because you're right. I mean, and that's why I wanted to do this with you. I wanted to give some of my followers just a different perspective because, of course, I'm like talking this up. Like, the business has been great for me. Like, even just in terms of like the mindset alone, in terms of
Yes.
having something that's mine
Yes.
and feeling like I am building something for me and for my child. Because
Yes.
like we said, like willable, deedable to our kids. So
Mhm.
that alone has just been like total transfer. I feel like I've gone through a total transformation already with that. But then when you really do look at just the possibilities with this compensation plan, it is
Mhm.
just, yeah, that's why I just look at me. I'm going on a tangent and I'm just like so emotional about this that I am just
Yes.
rambling. But no, I mean, thank you so much for hopping on here and giving that like new and different kind of perspective at how life changing and impactful this business can be for everyday women like you and me.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for hopping on here again. So we're right at about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna let you go so you can get back to your stuff. And my daughter, she
Yeah.
is ready to rock and roll on this walk again. So thank you so much for
Okay.
hopping
Love it.
on, and I'll
Of
talk to you
course.
later.